Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be installing a radio system into this John Deere cab tractor. This here is a 5075E, but this process will be nearly identical for all the 5E series, such as the 5067E, 5060E, 5090E, and 5100E. So here's your radio factory mount, and the first thing you're going to do is pop this off. You get a little screwdriver, pop that out. You'll notice you'll have some wire harnesses in here. Pull those. Okay, we're only going to need 2 of these. So we'll need the radio antenna ground, and then your wire harness. So the radio that I chose was one that I found on Amazon. This here is a very simple radio with just a tuner and a volume dial. I wanted these dials because it's easy to reach up there and adjust those. There's a lot out there now with small buttons, but these were easy to control. When you look at it, you may think, okay, this is just plug and play into the John Deere harness that comes out of here, but the pinouts from here to here don't align exactly, but that's no problem. I did order a wiring harness to match the John Deere, because I didn't want to cut into the John Deere wiring harness. Wanted to leave it the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire the wires that came from the radio, and they're all colored, and I'm going to attach them to this one, so then it's plug and play into the John Deere. I have the wiring harness complete. I just matched the colors 1-to-1 from the radio side into this adapter harness. You won't use all of the ones on the adapter. Well, depending on your radio, you may use some of these, but mine didn't. Now I can go directly into the John Deere harness. Next step is to put this little metal frame into the tractor housing. This should come with your radio. It's pretty simple. Just put it in. Should be tight. Okay, perfect. That's a 1-den size. And to keep it in place, what you're going to do is you're going to put these little tabs, you're going to push them in, and that'll keep this from coming out. So go around the top and the sides and push those down, and that'll keep this from sliding out. I got that frame installed. You can see it's not going anywhere. Now that when you're adjusting your knobs, it's not going to fall out. So I'm going to move on to this antenna and this ground lug. You see you have a ground lug attached to your antenna. This is going to go back to ground. If you look back in there, your ground wire is attached to a bolt on the frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this ground lug on top of there, and then I'm going to put this nut on there and attach it. I plugged my wire harness in, and I also plugged in my antenna. Now I'm just going to push all those back into here, get them out of the way. And then I'm going to insert the radio into the housing. That fits very nice. It looks pretty good. So now everything's flush. It should kind of click and it doesn't come out, so that's a good sign. So now let's try it out. So this radio, you do have to turn it on, press and hold.
I couldn't unfasten a safety belt.
Sounds pretty good. Let's see how loud it'll get.
All the way home I held a grudge.
That's plenty loud. So it's got a search. I think that'll work pretty good. That's a lot better than portable radio I was carrying around. Not that that was a bad solution, but I think I'm going to like this a lot. Now double check your wiring, and when you turn the key off, your radio should cut off. That way you don't run the battery. And it did. So good deal. So now we got some stereo in here.